Hello! So today we're going to be going over turret ranges and how quickly you can train turrets, and of course tech rifle ranges compared to turret ranges. Alright, so let's jump into it. Let's go ahead and get the tech rifle range shown real quick. Alright, and of course tech saddles. So as you see here, I've already painted these. So right here is about where I can start hitting the structures with a tech rifle. Well, let's say that. I guess I gotta go a little bit farther forward. There we go. Yeah, so about right here. Okay, so this is about 17 foundations bases away from that wall. And as you can see, we were doing damage to it. All right, it's 9670. So if I go ahead and shoot it again, it drops to 9585. So you can see we're doing damage with our tech rifle. But what about the tech Rex and the tape? How far out can they shoot? All right, so as we see where the Rex is standing now, it cannot hit the wall. Right, but it looks like the guns should be in the right place, right? Its head is just right over this. So what's going on is it has the same range as the tech rifle. Right, so 17 foundations. So if I step forward just slightly, right, we can now should be able to hit the wall. Oh, but I'm slipping off the foundation. There we go. Oops. Yeah, now we're hitting the wall. So as you can see, what's going on is the rider is now across. Almost across that line, or right around the line. So that's what's going on. The rider is based off the the rider positioning rather than the Rex positioning. So the Rex has to get even closer. So technically, we can say the tech Rex has to be, what is this, 15 foundations away instead of 17. So let's try out the tape now. All right, so let's confirm we're at 20 foundations away. Can we hit the wall? Can we aim? Okay, it's not very bright. You can't hardly see the turret or the tech rifle shots, tech rifle and tech shots anymore from the dinosaurs, but it's firing. You can kind of see the blue glow at the point. They need to make that kind of more visible. So we'll just kind of inch forward until we can hit the wall, and then we'll see where we're at. Right there. So we can start hitting the wall. Yeah, about right here. So that's weird. It takes the tape's head into account. So it shoots just about as far as the tech rifle. So 17 foundations. So there we go. Now we know we can hit. We can destroy structures from 17 foundations away. And this is important to remember when building your bases and your stuff. Right? The tech weapons can't hurt turrets directly. Can they hurt them indirectly though? Okay. So while we can't hurt the turrets directly, right? Don't do damage to it. Can we do splash damage to a turret? We're shooting the ground next to it. Not with a tech rifle. Alright, let's try the tech dinos though, because you used to be able to, so. Might have removed that from the game though. Might have removed it from the game a long time ago. Oh no, you still can. Okay. At least the tech turret. So with the tech saddles, we can do splash damage to the tech turrets. I probably already went over this in another video where I was going over what can damage turrets, but I just want to double check here. It's been a while since I made that video for ASA. For some reason we can't splash damage heavy turrets, so heavy turrets are going to be your way of stopping tech saddle dinos in your bases. Oh yeah. But splash damage does a lot to the tech turrets, so this is going to be the way to get tech turrets off of walls. So let's see. Can you hit them directly? No, the rifle didn't. Oh yeah, sure enough. Tech Rexes and tech tapes can damage tech turrets directly or with splash damage. So yeah, they're not safe from tech attacks, so that's important to keep in mind. But your turrets currently are. I don't know if that's an accident or what, because I think they're supposed to take splash damage, but so the tech turrets in a 6xK will get just completely wrecked by these guys if they're on the wrong settings. Okay, so a turret on high range will fire 20 foundations. Right, so let's just show you. It's not quite all the way out to 20 foundations, as you can see. About halfway. So say 19 and a half. If you're trying to be safe, 19 when building. Now I want to show you a trick with the tech turrets. If I walk to the left, I know I'm walking to my right, but the tech turret's left. See, it stops here because it's a circle, right? Fires in a sphere. They're not a perfect sphere. It's more like a ellipsis. So, but if I walk to the right of the turret, my left, it just keeps firing. It's got way more range this direction than it has in any other direction. This is crazy. It's almost like they accidentally added 2 ellipses to it, and one is just a little bit out to the left. So I can get way over here. So it's a little nuts. Alright, so we can show you how this works dead on. Alright, so it's firing at me here, and of course we did up as well to see how high I can go. Remember, so these foundations are about the same size as they were in Ark Survival Evolved, but in Ascended they made the walls the same size as the foundation. So now it's less walls high than it was before, but it's still technically the same height. So ASE it would have been 33 walls high on the high range, but on Ascended it is exactly, well, it depends on what each person defines as walls high. So we'll go over that in just a second once I show you this. So stop firing at me here, but if you notice, I'm not high enough to be at max range according to my paint on the wall. But stop firing at me here. So there's a corner here where you can get a little closer, because it's an ellipsis, right? So you can use this to your advantage with a tech tape. If you can find the perfect little spot, you can get in on a turret and potentially hit it without getting shot, or with only getting shot a few times. Alright, now let's go over the height of the wall here. Alright, so on high, if we want to consider the first wall as one of the walls, or if we want to consider that just where it's setting and not one of the walls, will change how you see this, but either way. Alright, we'll go all the way up. Okay, so we're all the way up here, looking at this wall. You see at the center of our capsule is about center of the wall. It kind of stops firing. So it's about 19.5 walls high. If you count if you're not counting the wall that it's setting right up against. If you're counting the wall it's setting up against, it's 20.5. So go up 21 walls, right? If you're not counting the first wall that it's setting next to, then just 20 walls, or 19.5, however you want to view that. Alright, so here we are, 20 foundations out. This turret's on medium. Alright, and if we go forward, you can see the red zone where I painted, so obviously that's where it's going to start shooting me, so we'll just quickly go forward to there. Alright, and so then right at the edge of this one, it'll shoot me. There it goes. It's having difficulty hitting me for some reason, but so it looks like right at the edge of a medium turret, you might be able to kind of soak it without getting hit. Kind of interesting. Alright. So this is 13 foundations, right? So that's important to keep in mind. Look at that. That over there is the tech rifle range, right? 17 foundations, 13 foundations. So tech rifle or tech saddles can come up here if you're heavy, if your turrets are medium, and they can just destroy your turrets or your structures without getting shot with no problem. So you definitely don't want to be doing medium turrets on PvP. There are reasons to have medium turrets, so we can go over all the PvP settings later and what turret should be set to what in another video. So make sure to subscribe to get notified of those videos. Alright, we're going to go up now to show you it's the same thing as before. I'm not going to go quite max height and it stops shooting at us. So that's a weakness in turrets right here. Not a perfect, they don't fire in perfect squares, which would be much nicer. Alright, especially since everything in Ark is built in squares. Alright, so how high can it shoot? We'll go ahead and just kind of go over that real fast. Alright, we're up here. It's shooting us. This is, again, 13 walls high. It's because they made the walls as high as the, or as long as the foundations, or as tall as foundations are long. However you want to look at it, they made both perfectly squared in size. So they now match better than they did in ASE. So yeah, that's 13 high, or if you count the bottom one, 14 high. Alright, but if we also counted this, the foundation is setting on, that would be 14 foundations to 13. But really, we'll just count the foundation, not the foundation it's setting on. So it's up to you on how you count the walls. And then we didn't paint the low turret. We're just going over the low turret real quick. Low turret's kind of silly. It's 5 long by 5 high. Alright, or 6 high if you count this wall. And that'll be the low turrets. We're not going to go over the heavy turrets because they're same exact range. As you can see here, we got it painted. Alright, so as you can see, high, medium, low, high, medium, low. Same exact distances. So we're not going to go over that. Alright, but how long does it take to drain turrets? Well, let's find out. We have 2 cap turrets sitting here. So as you can see, we're draining the bullets. Okay, so we'll probably jump ahead here to the end and just kind of tell you how long it took to soak this. You probably don't want to just sit here and watch the bullets drain out of the inventory. So yeah, we'll go over how quickly you can soak 1 heavy, and then we'll go over how quickly you can soak 1 tech turret. That way you have an idea of how long your defenses can actually hold out. Alright, so as you notice, we're getting down to the last little bit of bullets here. And if you watch the bullets as they drain, they fire 4 at a time. So heavies fire 4 bullets at a time. So heavies do quite a bit more damage than lights, but they require 4 bullets per shot. So it's kind of a trade-off there, I guess. Alright, and final moments. It looks like it's going to take about 9 to 10 minutes to fully drain heavy. So there you go, 9 to 10 minutes. Of course, there's multiple heavies hitting a dino. The dino will get damaged and have to back off, and it will probably take longer than that. But if you can get a stego just soaking 1 heavy, 9 to 10 minutes, probably won't have to back off. But there's enough sweet cake in its inventory. But you can see quickly how quickly somebody can get in your base, though, if they have enough dinos and players to just constantly rotate out and keep soaking. They could probably soak all your heavies in 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how efficient they are. Now let's test draining a tech turret. Alright, so as you notice, the tech turret holds, can hold 5,000 rounds. And we're draining it now. So we'll skip ahead to where we drained the tech turret. Alright, so we're nearing the end of the tech turret soaking here. And based on how long it took to soak 1,000 from each, so it takes around 3 minutes to soak each 1,000 bullets in a tech turret. So it takes about 15 minutes to soak a full tech turret. So there we go. It's going to be 15 minutes to soak this tech turret out. So tech turrets will last a little longer than heavies, but as you can see, you can quickly, within half an hour of base being offline, you can pretty much soak all the turrets if you rotate your tames correctly. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.